Hello and welcome to the Energetics of Business podcast, where we bridge the gap between the woo-woo and the tech. My name is Michelle Douglas and I'm an energetic alignment expert helping entrepreneurs to tap into their inner power and create a business that flows with ease and authenticity. In each episode, we'll dive into the strategies that blend soulful alignment with practical business know-how. Now, let's dive in and align your business from the inside out. Why, hello there, everybody. This is Michelle from Energetics of Business, and today we're going to be talking about how to get your first client as a soulful entrepreneur. Starting out in business can be a nerve-wracking experience, and today I'm going to share some tips that I've learned along the way and that I hope will help you as well. First thing you need to do is to tell everyone, even your dog. Tell everyone what you do. Don't be shy about it. And most of us, especially in the woo-woo space, when it comes to finding your first client, don't be shy. Tell everyone you know. So tell your family, tell your friends, tell your neighbors, and even tell your barista, like when you go and get your morning coffee. Doesn't matter who you tell, just tell everyone. I do get, however, for a lot of us, especially those in the woo-woo space, we were once murdered for our gifts. So we would have been burnt at the stake, beheaded, drowned, whatever. So I get that there's going to be, for a lot of us, this underlying fear, and we won't be able to put our finger on it, probably because we don't have a conscious memory of being killed for what we did. So tell everyone, don't be afraid of dying, because it's probably not going to happen. Next thing you can do is to post about your services on social media. And one thing I've learned about social media posting is that a lot of people don't even see your posts. So don't worry about spamming everyone, but just make sure that when you do post on social media that you are offering something of value. Don't just go, buy from me, buy this, buy that. Make sure you're offering something that showcases what you do without doing the hard sell. So that's another way to do it. Following on from social media, what you can also do is join online communities where your potential clients hang out. Just make sure that when you are in there, you are offering value, and make sure your profile has links to your website or to your offerings or to your lead magnet or whatever it is you have on offer at the moment. Because if people like what you are saying and you are offering value, they will likely go and check out your profile, click on the links and find you that way. And that's actually happened for me quite a bit. Another thing to do, and I'm following on from the previous one, is offer a lead magnet, like a freebie. And that can be something that you create that can be automated in its delivery. So it could be that you offer some form of recorded meditation, an ebook, a training thing. Or you may even want to create a little community so people can sort of get a taste of who you are, or you might want to offer a webinar. There might be a little video series that you've created. Make sure it's not something that requires a lot of your time, because if you're offering, say, a free session, things like that, what I have found is that people will jump onto the free session, but that's all they want from you, and you end up devaluing your services. So yeah, I do recommend that you never offer free sessions as such, not publicly anyway. I have offered them as lucky door prizes in the past just to sort of get myself out there, but to be honest, that didn't really serve me all that well, and it took a whole lot of my time to do it, and I received very little back in response. So best to offer something that doesn't require your physical input during the process. So if you're offering, say, a free ebook, they sign up, they receive it automatically. You don't have to have any input into that process at all. And maybe they then get added to an automated email sequence from there. And that way you can, as you put content out, you can showcase your services from there and you may get a buyer. So adding people to a mailing list of some sort through the offering of a freebie like that is a great way to start building that list, and that list will become one of your most valuable business assets. Another thing you can do is to reach out to local businesses for referrals. I would prefer to offer some form of referral commission. So depending on what type of business you're in, If you offer a complimentary type of service, maybe you could say to the business owner, hey, if you refer these people, get them to sign up with this code or this link, and then they will get a 10% commission referral fee type thing. So that becomes a win-win, because that business is seen as someone who can offer a one-stop shop, so to speak. And you also get the benefit of having a new client come to you and get added to your mailing list. Another thing you can do is to highlight your unique skills and strengths. So what makes you different from everyone else in the field? From my perspective, I offer my energy reading services for businesses. So I read the energies of a business. I'm not just a business coach. I'm an energetics of business coach. So how that makes me different to my competitors, I wouldn't even call them competitors, is that I approach business in a very different way to them. I'm not going to help a business client with their accounting or their setups or their structures. That's not what I do. What I do is read the energies, find out what's incongruent, and help the client to come up with some changes within their business based on what they think, and guide them through the process that way to get them back into alignment, not only with themselves, but with the energies of their business as well, so that they can create the abundant result. So my unique skill and strengths is about looking at the energies of the business, but also helping them with some of the practical elements, such as how to bulk post on social media, or how to schedule your posts on social media, how to create blog content, how to come up with ideas on what to talk about in my marketing. So maybe there's something about you that you have, or some sort of skill or strength that you have that you can actually share with your audience, so that they can determine if they resonate with that or not. Another thing you can do is to ask past colleagues or contacts for recommendations. Or it could be that when you were learning how to do whatever it is you do, you might have had them as dummy clients. Ask them to write testimonials for you. So if you can get testimonials from people that you've practiced on or done some form of work with that highlight the skills relevant to what you do now, see if they can write something up for you. Be visible. Now, this one is a biggie for most entrepreneurs, especially those in the more spiritual type fields. It's about showing up consistently. I used to be one that would be consistent, and then I'd go into crickets, and then I'd be consistent again, and then I'd go quiet again, and the cycle would repeat. Here's the thing. Visibility is key, especially if you're just starting out. This is something mentioned to me, like we all choose certain elements or aspects of our lives before we reincarnate, and we make agreements with our future parents, our families, and the first people that appear in our lives, sort of thing. Although there's an element of free will as we go through our lives and we have our ability to choose which direction we go in, we do have some things that we want to achieve in that lifetime. And so what often happens is that we may make agreements with other souls that will require our help in that lifetime. And it's up to us to make sure that we become visible enough for them to actually find us, so that we can help them and guide them through. So when you begin putting yourself out there, it's really important to think about those souls that you promised you would help when you come in. And when you're sort of procrastinating putting yourself out there, you're actually delaying how long it's going to take for those people that you promised to help to be able to find you. Okay, so look at it from that way. So that could be showing up on your chosen platforms, from maybe Instagram, LinkedIn, your blog, your website, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, wherever it is. Like I am personally across several platforms, from LinkedIn to Instagram to Facebook to YouTube to TikTok. I think that's all of them. And obviously I've got my website with the blog as well. And that's where I showcase all of my product offerings or my service offerings. So it's really about making sure that you do create the consistency. Now, you don't have to post every single day if you don't want to. You can, but maybe you decide to start off with once a week. That might be all you can do at the moment, especially if you're in a job. So you might want to start off once a week and then build up to twice a week. You may be able to build up enough content that you have it scheduled, and so it posts on particular days of the week automatically. So you don't even have to actually physically press the button to make it go up. There's a whole lot of things you can do, but either way, you need to show up consistently. And there is a course I'm in the process of creating that teaches people how to repurpose content. So I am recording this video now, and this video will become a podcast, a blog post, some social media posts, and it will also become the basis for the show notes that go up for my YouTube channel and my podcast as well. So being able to repurpose content is brilliant because it helps you to sort of spread the message further afield across many channels, but it all started from one piece of content, being this video that gets transcribed as well. The next thing you can do is to create valuable content that attracts attention. So I've touched on this before. Make it useful. Don't make it a big sales pitch. So it's about showcasing your expertise through your posts, through your videos, your podcast, whatever it is you're doing. Make sure you are sharing content that does attract attention, but also actually helps people, because I'm all about education and I'm a step-by-step type of girl. And while I'm quite high level in these posts, when I create my courses, I'm a lot more in depth and step-by-step, like click here, do this, do that sort of thing. So I'm really just here to show you what I know and what I've done in my own life. But I do know that if you create content that attracts attention and is actually helpful, you'll get a lot of traction from it. Like, I've got a video on YouTube from 14 years ago, and I think it's had tens of thousands of views and several likes. And it was an instruction on how to do something in Zencart. And it's an old platform that you used to have to manually configure. It was horrible, but I learned how to do it. So I recorded videos on how I did it. And I had a lot of traction from doing that because people were like, wow, she knows her stuff. So yeah. So it's about creating that content that attracts attention, but also helps people. At number 10, this is a multiple one. It's about trusting that the right client is on their way, but at the same time, you need to be in alignment with having that right client appear. So this is about making sure that you are what we call doing your divinity. So living in alignment with who you are at soul level, and making sure that your business is in vibrational alignment as well with you, not only just you, but also in relation to how you do business as well. So the way you do business, it's not necessarily what business you've got, but how you do business that determines whether it's going to be in alignment or not. And there could be misalignments with your marketing, your sales, your content, that sort of thing that might need to be tweaked. And that's why my business readings, my Akashic Records business readings are so powerful, because they pinpoint exactly where there is a blockage in the energy flow of your business, so that we can clear that out, make some changes to the business and the way you do that aspect of your business, and create that flow again. So if you're interested in that, head over to my Work With Me page at energeticsofbusinesshub.com. Head over to Work With Me, click on Akashic Records program, and in there, if you scroll down, you'll see there is an Akashic Records for Business and Financial Abundance offering. Otherwise, head over to our free community at energeticsofbusinesshub.com/community, where you can get a little taster of what things are like in there, where we do some of the woo-woo, but there's also a technical section within that community. So if you've got any technical questions about your website or how you do social media or something like that, you can ask questions in there as well. So I look forward to seeing you over there or on the Akashic Records for Business and Financial Abundance package. I'll see you there.